Hello and welcome to the Mid-Ohio Valley Public Forum video podcast. I'm Jennifer Bryant.
And I'm Kim Van Ryn.
And we're your co-hosts. The current pandemic has changed life quite a bit in our country.
And this is an election year, so candidates have not been able to campaign the way they normally would. We hope this podcast will help you become better acquainted with the candidates and make a more informed decision when you go to the polls and vote.
And, that voting is less than days away for some folk who want to early vote. That begins October 21st and ends on the 31st. And then, of course, Election Day, the very last day to vote, is November 3rd. We hope you will make an informed decision. You can watch all of our videos with different candidates for different offices. Just make sure you get out there and vote.
Good afternoon. We're interviewing Ben Salango today. Ben is a candidate for governor of West Virginia. Welcome, Ben. We're so glad you could join us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, for those who may have missed our conversation with you during the primary, which we're going to link down in the comments below, take just a minute and give us a short introduction on who Ben Salango is and why you decided to run for governor.
Well, thank you. I'm Ben Salango. I'm the Democratic nominee for governor. I decided to run for governor because West Virginia desperately needs new leadership. We need somebody who's going to focus on the people and not just himself. We need somebody who's actually focused on public service and not self-service. I grew up working from very humble beginnings. I worked hard my entire life, put myself through school. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a county commissioner. I'm a small business owner. And the things that I've been able to do as county commissioner, I'll be able to do statewide, with diversifying the economy and creating new jobs. As governor, I want to focus on education. I want to focus on infrastructure. I want to make sure that we're focusing on COVID-19 and actually putting people safe, making people safe, and not putting politics ahead of public health, which unfortunately we have been doing for several months. That's why I'm running. I mean, I want to actually, move West Virginia forward. I want to make sure that the people have a voice in the governor's office.
Well, Ben, we take for granted that you're running for governor to serve the people of West Virginia. So we're interested in finding out what you see as the three biggest issues that are facing the people of West Virginia right now.
Well, overwhelmingly right now, it's COVID-19. I mean, and that's affecting health, it's affecting the economy, it's affecting school, affecting education. And so that's our biggest issue right now. But, once COVID-19 goes away, whether it's through vaccine or hopefully we get rid of it, everyone wearing masks and washing hands, once it goes away, we're going to have the same problems we had before. Our infrastructure is bad. We've got roads and bridges that are falling apart. We have problems with broadband and connectivity. We still have the highest drug overdose and highest drug death in the country. So we need to lead the nation in recovery now. So all of those problems we had before are still going to be here. We were ranked near the last in economy, ranked near the last in jobs, ranked near the last in safe roads. So we need somebody who's actually focused on all those issues and making sure that those are the priority.
What are your plans for addressing those issues? Every politician we've ever talked to has, an idea of what the problem is, but that's only the first step. Now we need to have solutions.
Yeah, and the key is making sure that you're talking to people. And so I've gone to every part of the state and come up with a regional commerce plan, for instance. That was developed by traveling all over West Virginia numerous times. I mean, I've been to the Eastern Panhandle a dozen times, the Northern Panhandle. I've been into Wood County, many, many times, talking to everybody, talking to as many people as I can and coming up with what issues that they're concerned about. And also, talking to business owners and local elected officials to how to bridge that gap between state and local government or state government and businesses. So we've come up with plans, talking to people, talking with experts all over the country. We developed a long-term recovery plan for opioids. Right now, 28 days of treatment is pretty much all anyone can get, and then they're right back out into the street or into the scenario that got them there in the first place. So we've developed our plans by working with experts, working with people, working with business owners. But truly, the issue is, are you just going to elect another politician who's going to run around 30 days before the election and try to pretend like they're doing something? Or are you going to elect somebody who actually cares about West Virginia and cares about people, who is, grew up from humble beginnings, who understands that until we have people that are committed to making West Virginia better, it's not going to happen. And so that's the difference between the governor and I.
Voters often don't have the opportunity to get to know candidates on a personal level, especially this year. So we'd like to take a few minutes and ask you some questions that will help voters get acquainted with Ben Salango, the person, and not Ben Salango, the nominee for governor.
Okay.
What would you say you're most passionate about?
Wow. Children. I've always been an advocate for children. I've been an advocate for people. That's what I've done as a lawyer. I've helped a lot of kids, and so I'm very passionate about kids, very passionate about education. I'd say that's one of my top priorities. I have 2 kids, 18 and 13, 2 boys. So
what qualities do you most value in the people around you?
Honesty. I want, and regardless, even if it's bad, I want everybody to be honest. And that's one of the biggest issues that I've had with this COVID-19 map that the governor came out with. It's he developed a map. They were using the Harvard map, but then because he took a political poll and realized that it may not be what people want, he's adjusted it, and he's not being honest with the people. So at any given time, you pull up the map and your county may be green, but in reality, it's a lot more dangerous than that. And not that I want to shut the economy down, because I don't think we can handle another shutdown. Not that I don't want kids in schools, because trust me, I have 2 boys. I want them in school. But you have to be honest with the people, and you have to make sure that you're giving them the accurate information so they can make informed decisions. And that's what's lacking with regard to the governor's map. And that's one of my highest priorities is honesty and transparency.
What do you most enjoy doing in your off time?
I love spending time with family. I love hiking. I love the outdoors. I'm a hunter. I enjoy fishing, but I love just spending time with family. I'm a soccer coach, with younger kids, and that's what I enjoy doing. I just like being outside.
Well, with that, we've come to the end, and it's time for us to give you a few minutes to tell us and the voters anything you think we may have missed that they need to know, including how to get more information on your campaign, how to get involved, get in touch with you, donate, get a yard sign, etc.
Yeah, so the best way is on our website, bensalango.com, and we also have all of our plans. You want to have a governor who actually has a plan. If you compare my website to Jim Justice's website, he has no plan. There is no platform. We have very detailed plans, a very detailed platform ranging from infrastructure to veterans to children, opioid recovery, those types of things. You got to have somebody with a plan. COVID-19, our plans on there, school reentry. And if you compare that and you compare what the governor's plan is, it's pretty clear, who's going to work hard for West Virginia and move West Virginia forward. That's why I got into this race. That's what I plan to do as governor. I've always worked hard. I've worked hard as a lawyer, as a commissioner, and I will roll up my sleeves and get things done for the people of West Virginia as governor.
Well, Ben, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We really appreciate the opportunity to get to know you better and to get the voters more information about you. Good luck with your campaign. And everyone, remember, wash your hands.